Chiefs stars doubtful for Monday Night Football versus the Commanders. We also got some game predictions and key matchups. Let's talk about it. Chiefs Kingdom, ACU crew, how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in on this beautiful Saturday night. We didn't do a video today, so we thought we'd drop in, have a little live stream with you guys and talk about what we learned today from Andy Reid's presser, in which he said that Trey Smith is doubtful for Monday Night Football with the back spasms. And we'll get into the entire injury report here in a second. But first of all, just want to say thank you for being here. Do us a favor, hit the like button. You can go ahead and subscribe right now if you haven't already. Why not? We're 50 seconds in, and you already know that we kick ass. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And let's have some fun tonight. Mike, let's talk about that injury report, my man.
Yeah, let's bring up the injury report, take a look at it. It's nothing major here. You've seen Josh Simmons. He's out for personal reasons. Look, he's not going to play. He should be back in the next few weeks. It's open and shut at this point. Like, we know he's gone for family. He'll be back in a few weeks. Kareem Hunt, he got a full participation in today, so he's probably going to be able to go. Trey Smith's the doubtful one. Steve, now look, we kind of thought that they had alluded to Trey Smith having some back spasms. If they would have needed him versus Vegas, they said he could have played. Right. But here it is. He's not practiced all week. What do you think that's more significant? Because I know, like, we were linemen, okay, and you carry around a lot of weight. You lift a lot of weights. You're constantly in weird positions. Back problems and offensive linemen is not a very good combination. So do you think they're just being overly safe with Trey for the remainder of the season, not needing to rush him back this week since Caliendo come in the other day and did such a good job? And the Commanders, it's not really like they're setting anything on fire at the moment.
Right. I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think this is very, very precautionary. We're talking about Trey Smith, who they just paid a lot of money to and who is very integral to the Chiefs' run going forward. He was out last week. Mike Caliendo stepped in. Andy Reid said, for all intents and purposes, Mike Caliendo is a starter. He plays at a starter level. So I think they feel very comfortable with that. Also, you're going into a Monday Night Football game against a team that's pretty weak. I don't think Daron Payne's going to play, so that kind of helps that decision be a little bit easier. And then also, I mean, they're kind of wounded all around there. They're starting Marcus Mariota as a quarterback. This is a game that you can't just completely overlook. You can't go out there and play down to them and get your ass beat in a game that you shouldn't, have no business losing. But at the same time, if you just go out there and execute and get the job done, you can also take this opportunity to rest Trey Smith and let him get back to 100%.
Right. Caliendo, by the way, played 64 snaps at right guard in that game. And again, PFF, they're under fire for what they do.
Right.
But he was graded at 86.7. So basically an 87 in pass blocking, a 77 in run blocking, and a 77 overall in the offensive grade, which puts him as one of the highest guards rated in the entire NFL for the week. So I don't even think he had a game at left guard last season that was higher than that. So maybe right guard is his position, not left guard. Maybe he's more comfortable on the right side over there.
Right, for sure. Our boy Price Carter in the house. What's up, Price? He said, what's up, fellas? How crazy is it that Josh Simmons and Trey Smith are out and we're still in a good place on the offensive line? It's pretty wild, honestly. Like, I think, like, a lot of people would have thought you were crazy, over the offseason if you were like, there's going to come a time where Josh Simmons won't play and Trey Smith won't play, but we'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Absolutely. Good hearing from you, Price. And you know what? I think Caliendo is he'll start this week, no doubt. I would look for maybe the Chiefs to maybe bring up C.J. Hansen for some backup. They may activate him from the practice squad this week. Something like that. So? A move this week. I do. I think you got to have a little bit more depth there going into the game. So it wouldn't surprise me if they pulled a move like that.
Well, while we're still talking about the offensive line, the Chiefs went out and got Asa Pohl back on the practice squad. Mike, toot, baby, toot. You called that one. Like right off the rip. Soon as they cut him over there in New York, you said it.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I mean, it depended on whether or not somebody else was going to try to claim him. He played well for us. I mean, obviously he was playing the left tackle, and you really didn't need him because you had your starter in Josh Simmons, who was a first-round pick. You had the big offseason acquisition, Jalen Moore. And so you didn't really need to put him on the roster, and then he got poached, kind of like we thought he would. But he's back. I think it
Right.
makes sense. You got him and Shoe Godric now that can play tackle. So it is what it is. I like bringing him back, and I thought it was a no-brainer, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty much what Andy Reid had to say about it today when he was asked. He just said he had a really good training camp with him, played good in the preseason, and he thinks he's a good football player. He's glad to have him back, and he thinks that Andy Heck can help develop him into something. That's pretty much what Andy Reid had to say about it. Elgin says, if we need Trey and Josh back for any game, which would be the one that you'd want them back for the most, Mike?
Right. So let me start this by saying this. I had a little bit of time yesterday. I went back and watched some of the older games, and I just tweeted about this before we went live. I tweeted about this on X. I'm not so sure that us traveling to Brazil to kick off the season did not put us in some kind of a weird mental funk in which we were also just a little lackadaisical, a little tired. I think for the first few games of the season, I think even now we could be a little kind of overexerted on that. I think that trip is still having some lingering effects on this team to a certain degree. So I believe you've seen Andy. Andy has been very, very, what shall I call it? Easy on the guys during the week. He's not really put them through tons of tough practices or anything. He's been very light throughout the week. And I think he just wants to get to the bye week. So we've got this week, and we're going to have a short week going into Buffalo, and then we're going to get the bye week. I would be surprised if Trey Smith plays this week and next week. You may just go ahead and try to get him to go out for 3 weeks and let the bye week be the third week, right? Just to make sure he's good and healthy. Then again, maybe not. It just depends on how bad that really is and how overcautious they want to be. Josh Simmons, I wouldn't bet on him coming back anytime before the bye week. So when are they going to be back? I would say week 9, week 10. I would say Josh Simmons will be back if everything goes well with his situation right now. It's progressing forward at a good pace. So, I mean, unless there's any setbacks, that should be fine. So, I think week 10. And honestly, I don't know when we need them back. I don't think the Chiefs actually need anybody. Like, we're good enough to beat everybody going forward if the roster sits like this. If Josh Simmons never come back and you had to play Caliendo the rest of the year, I think we beat every team we play, or at least we should be in the game.
Right. I mean, ideally, it'd be nice to be at full strength when you're playing Buffalo next week, right? Because, Mike, we talked about that.
Happen, though.
That's not a divisional matchup or anything like that, but it could have implications going forward considering everyone's records right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you need to beat Buffalo because they could, again, if they don't win the East and we were to not be able to win the West, just say we can't catch Denver, or let's just say the Chargers don't implode and they get hot and you can't catch them. You've already lost a game to them, right? So you don't want to lose a game to Buffalo. That could be a wild card and a head-to-head loss. You don't want to do that. You want to win that game against Buffalo this time.
So, yeah, ideally you'd be back full strength. But I think, maybe Trey Smith comes back and plays in the Buffalo game personally. I know that you like to give him the extended time off there. It makes a lot of sense. But just depending on how Mike Caliendo's performing, maybe they do bring him back. Maybe they don't. But I'm with you. I think Josh Simmons will be out till probably after the break.
Yeah, I think they'll bring him back during the bye week. But, I think that's what they're shooting for.
It sucks that we don't have our guy out there, and he's a rookie, so all these reps he's missing is detrimental. It just is. That's all there is to it. He's getting a little bit behind, a little bit more behind each week. But we don't have to worry too much because Jalen Moore has been able to step in there and absolutely kill it in his position. So,
what I kind of thought weird about the Josh Simmons thing, though, is like this is going to be now his third game out, correct? This is week 3 without Simmons. If he doesn't play next week and then you get to the bye, that's essentially 4 games. I kind of wonder why the Chiefs didn't put him on IR NFI list and just kind of you could have brought up a player or something.
He could surprise you. He could be back next week. You never really know.
It's possible that maybe they didn't do that because they thought they could get him back before the 4 weeks. So
yeah, you never really know, my man. We'll see. Terry Berkey with the membership. Let's freaking go.
Thank you, Terry.
Appreciate you, Terry. Thanks for joining the crew. We got a 5-bomb from Perry. Says Nate Taylor said on the radio that Brazil is still having an effect on the team. That's why everything has been modified.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess that kind of echoes what you were saying there, Mike.
I feel like that has been a thing. You kind of watch the game, and I feel like the Brazil thing had a big influence in the Chargers game. We practiced an hour away from the stadium, had to ride a bus in for over an hour to get to a game, right? You haven't done that since high school.
Yeah.
they don't do that. So I think they had an effect. That was a long flight in and out. That was a very short week to the next one, in my opinion. And I just think the Chiefs started off with a really strong schedule and everything, and I think it's been a lasting effect. I really do. I think you could see it on the field.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, we kind of wrapped up the offensive line thing for you there. Mike, did you pull up the entire injury report list yet? Let's take a look at that if you have it.
Yeah, I had it up. We stopped
Okay.
at Trey Smith. So we got Charles Omenihu. He's on the report, but he practiced in full. Actually, everybody did. Roland Wallace, Brashard Smith, Jawan Taylor, Tillery, Jalen Watson, and Worthy. They all got a full practice in for the past 2 weeks or the past 2 games, and all of them practiced in full Thursday except for Jalen Watson with that lower back. I think they'll all play. If Jalen Watson, if something happens, he can't. If he re-injures it, if he goes out there and he doesn't feel like he's ready to go at full string, you might just see a little bit more Noah Williams, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think
Right.
Noah Williams is completely fine to play. I'd love to see more Noah Williams, by the way. Let's see what he's got, man.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think what is probably more important to this game than our injuries is probably the Washington Commanders injuries.
Yes.
So let's take it like that. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is going to be out there. Deron Payne, questionable, but I feel like he was trending to be out, so we'll see about that. But then they're also missing a tight end, and their kicker's questionable. So they have quite a few things going on. Plus, Sam Cosme's banged up. Terry McLaurin's banged up. Debo's banged up. Bobby
Right.
Wagner's banged up. None of
They
them
are
are
going to
100%.
play. They will play, but you
Yeah,
never
they're-
know if that's going to rear its head
Right.
during the game. You've
Exactly.
seen that just a few weeks ago versus Jacksonville. Remember, they had like their left tackle or the right tackle was injured, was going to give it a go.
Right.
No, it wasn't them. It was the Giants. It was the tackle for the Giants, and he come in and only played like a quarter and got re-injured. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Yep. Well, another thing is Terry McLaurin and Debo Samuel can only be as effective as Marcus Mariota is. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not too worried
there's
about
that.
those guys.
Well, that's kind of a perfect segue into what we want to talk about next. Let's just talk about some key matchups in the game, man. Like, what are you looking at with this game? What's important? I guess the keys to the Chiefs, just getting out and getting the job done.
Right.
What do you think the most important thing is to look at right off the rip?
Yeah, I think for me, you want to stop Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He kind of come out of nowhere. He's having a really good season this year. I don't remember. What was he, a 7th-round pick, 6th-round pick? He may have been a UDFA. I don't
Might have
remember.
been
He went
UDFA.
pretty late. I want to say he come out of Arizona. But he's kind of come on a little bit. He looks good. He's shifty. He's got speed. You stop him. I mean, I think our run game, our stopping of the run game has been very, very good. We're the best team in football right now not the best team in football, but we have stopped the best running back, arguably, to this point, which was Jahmyr Gibbs. We're the only team that's been able to shut him down.
And Derrick Henry.
And Derrick Henry didn't do nothing on us. And then
Saquon Barkley.
Look what we did with Travis Etienne. He didn't do much, and he's had a good year. So we've done a good job stopping the run. I think you got to continue that. You got to let Mariota try to beat you. I don't think he brings over that Tennessee magic that he
Brother.
had back in the day. That was just the we're cursed.
Well,
We had
I'm
that
going to agree
broken.
with you. I'm going to agree with you, and I think here's the thing: you cannot let Marcus Mariota beat you. That's insane. So, I think right off the rip, especially with some banged up guys on their O line, I think you got to get a lot of pressure on them, right? And that's kind of been the name of the game. We've also had a couple videos throughout the week talking about the Chiefs and if they're going to go out and try to get somebody to help with that defensive line depth there, and maybe get some more pressure on the quarterbacks before the trade deadline. So, we can kind of talk about that a little bit while we're talking about this, but I think that you absolutely have to get pressure on Marcus Mariota. I think if you put pressure on him, it's a wrap. Stick a fork in them, they're done. Just don't let him be comfortable all day. I think you need a big day from George Karlaftis, Chris Jones as usual. I mean, George is always going to be giving them hell, right? Just endless motor there. I like to also see a big game from Ashton Gelati. I think it's about the time of the year where he's getting his feet wet, and he's getting a little more comfortable. I think that maybe he can get after the quarterback a little bit this game and cause some chaos. I'd also like to see Mike Dana and Charles Omenihu step up. They've continued to step up a little bit more each week. I'm looking for another sack from Charles Omenihu this week. I want to see him trending in that right direction. And then, of course, after this game and before the trade deadline, which is in about 9 days from now, 10 days, something like that, I think that maybe Brett Veach has to look at adding to this room for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you. I really do think this could be a big week for a guy like our boy Ashton Gelati. I think that could be a possibility. Last week versus the Raiders, he was actually the highest graded rookie edge in all of the 2025 draft class.
Right.
PFF had him at a 71.5, and he had a 72.2 run defense grade. So he looked good in his snaps last week. Shout out Veronica, his mother, who reached out to us on X
Brought
and said,
that
"Hey,
to
I
our
know you
attention.
guys like to push that out.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and tell some people about my
Hey,
boy?"
I
And
love
I
it,
said,
dude.
"I
I,
will."
I love her. I love how proud she is of
Yeah.
Ashton. It's great. I love that.
Yeah,
whole
I told her. I
dynamic.
was like, instantly. She's like, "I know how
Pretty
much you
cool.
guys like to throw out PFF stuff. Ashton done really well this week." And I was like, "I'll throw that out for you. No problem."
We got you. We got our boy Ashton, and we ate his delicious sandwich the other day. So
I told her that. I was like,
shout out,
"Dude,
baby.
that sandwich was delicious." She said, "He likes it hot." And I said, "Yeah, he does. That pulled pork.
Yeah.
Boy, that thing
Speaking
was
of, get your
spicy
ass
fire."
to Zarda soon and get you a KC takeaway because they're
Absolutely.
freaking delicious. And Zarda is one of the most underrated barbecue in Kansas City. I think it's freaking great. It's legendary. It's been around for a long time, and they make great food. Get over there and support a good local business that's supporting all chiefed up, man. Shout out Slug with the 2 and Slug with another 2. He said 2 squared, Mike.
He did.
Slug with the 2 squared. Said he's drinking today. What you drinking, Slug? You doing?
He's got him
I
seeing
always
double.
feel
He's
like
throwing
I'm
out
talking
two.
to our ex bandmate Slug.
Me too.
You know, we spent every day of our life with this dude named Slug for years and
Yeah.
years and years. He would also be drinking right now, so it works out perfectly. Appreciate the support, my man. Mike, well, let's move it on to another key matchup in the game, and I think that obviously it starts up front. It always does. But
Yeah.
I think if Patrick Mahomes gets enough time in the pocket, he's going to be able to dice up this defense, especially having all of his weapons back. We saw what Rashee Rice was able to do in his first game back from over a year. Now he's going into his second game, so a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more ready to go. Patrick's already getting used to having him back. Xavier Worthy's doing a nice little game. I just know it's coming. And then you got other guys that's been performing well, like Juju and Hollywood, Travis. I think this could be a big game for Patrick Mahomes because I think the offensive line is going to be able to do their job. Even without Trey Smith, without Josh Simmons, you're looking at a banged-up D-line. Their best defensive lineman, Deron Payne's questionable. Don't know if he's going to be able to go. Even if he does, is he 100%? So, I mean, I think this offensive line can give Patrick some time, and he should have a field day with this defense. It
Yeah,
should look a
there's-
lot like this Raiders matchup last week.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to put points on the board. This Commanders team has given up. They're hemorrhaging points left and right. They're just giving up a lot of yardage. They're giving up a lot of points. They are catching the Chiefs in maybe our best offensive streak. You have to go back to 2022, maybe 2018, to find a streak like this with this Chiefs offense. So I think we continue that this week. I think getting matched up on their linebackers, just watching the way the Chiefs were able to come out and create mismatches versus with Rashee Rice over the middle of the field
Right.
on linebackers last week was just like chef's kiss. Like, this is beautiful to
dude.
watch. Like,
Well,
instantly.
They were
And
just
I'm with
freaking
you.
stacking up the receivers out there and splitting them. They didn't know what to do with them.
And I'm with you. I mean, Xavier Worthy could pop off for a big game this week. I really believe that. I think he may get in the end zone this week. I thought he could have got in last week too, but they went ahead and gave Rashee double eats. But everybody got to eat, so I think Worthy will get to eat this time. One of the things that I've noticed Mahomes doing more this year, and I was noticing in some of the going back and watching some of the offensive snaps, is that he's not being as conservative this year as in years past. Now, a lot of people will say, well, he kind of is conservative because that's why PFF kind of like dinked him on some of the grades last week versus Geno Smith. So to clear that up, basically people said, why don't you reach out to your boy Dalton Wasserman and get some insight on why Geno Smith outscored Mahomes. And he basically said this. He said it was not because Geno Smith played better than Patrick Mahomes, and people's looking at PFF grades as who scored better per
Of
that
course.
game.
I mean, honestly, what are you going to think?
Right. So he said that the reason it is because Geno Smith didn't play enough snaps to hurt himself as much. So, for example, Mahomes got graded on 38 snaps. Geno
Well,
only
that
got graded
shows you
on
the
like
flaw in the
16.
scoring right there, doesn't it?
It does. But it also, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they really in their hearts believe it is a perfect system, and they just believe that we don't understand the system.
Do
And
they though?
But
Do
look,
they?
they
Because
could,
I think Dalton even said when we had him on the show that it's a flawed system.
it is
know
flawed to a
but they
certain
try
degree.
to, make it better.
But the way that we all attacked them all week and said, look, you got to explain this. How in the hell did Geno Smith outdo Mahomes?
I
He
mean,
got beat
that's a
31-0.
fair question.
It is. But to them, they see it as, that's easy to answer. It's because Geno Smith didn't get graded
Because they do
as
it ass
much.
backwards. It's not about who played better. It's about who didn't
Right.
have as many risky plays or something. That's weird. I
it's-
don't like it.
It's very odd,
Not a
but to
fan.
them, they think it works. They just think that we don't understand it. And it's very
Yeah.
true.
Well, we don't understand.
But that's a very odd thing to do. But anyways, so I went to next gen stats. So I was like, look, I'm going to throw PFF out. I'm going to go to next gen. And what they confirmed for me is that Patrick Mahomes this year is being more aggressive. Like these guys are getting into these cover 2 shells. And they're causing Mahomes to have to play underneath, to dunk, do things he's got to do to win football games. And it's not the sexiest at times, and it doesn't get the PFF grades at times because he's throwing 3 and 4 yard passes that are
Get
open.
that horn meter up real high.
Right. But I did notice this year he is being way more aggressive. And usually, Steve, where's he setting at ESPN Next Gen? He's setting at the very bottom person on the league in aggressiveness. He is one of the least aggressive quarterbacks of throwing in the tight windows.
Well, how
he
the hell are you
doesn't
going
want
to
to
be
do
aggressive with Kadarius Toney and
Right.
Marquez Valdez?
He never did it. He never wanted to do it. Even if you go
Right.
back to his 2018, 2022 years, he wasn't doing it very often. But this year, he's not the lowest in the league. He's not even in the bottom 10. He is almost middle of the pack this year at a 13.3 aggressiveness rating. He's actually above Tua, which Tua is usually sitting at the top because he's a wild card. Okay, he's above Tua finally. Bo Nix is actually the worst in the league. Him and Caleb Williams are the ones that's not being very aggressive and throwing in the tight spaces. So, what that gave to me is that he has finally got a receiving core that he trusts. He trusts them to make the plays, and he's just whipping the ball in there, man.
And
He's
it's just
giving
going
them
to
a
keep
chance.
getting better and better, dude. It's going to keep
Yeah.
getting better and better. We've noticed that from week to week, he's getting a little more loose with it, and that's perfect. Jacob said we're band dorks. It was a punk rock band, man. We were cool.
Yeah.
It was the early 2000s, okay?
It wasn't like high school band.
That's awesome. Our boy Shane with a 5 bomb says, bros, I forgot to go to Zarda's a couple weeks ago. Do you still need that
We
Thunderbear
actually
barbecue
do
sauce?
still need that Thunderbear
Actually,
sauce.
Shane, I do. I still haven't got any. Zarda was supposed to send me some, and I think they sent everything but that. And then no one else has sent it yet. So if you do that, I'll reimburse you some way or another. That'd be awesome. Appreciate you, bub. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Tell Rachel we said hey. Slug said, I'm drinking beer. Party on all. Let's
There you
go,
go.
baby. Appreciate the 2. Shane with another 2. Says, I'll be surprised if we get under 30 points. I'm right there with you. We'll get to that more in a minute when we get the score predictions. But like Mike said earlier, I think this is going to be a game where you can get a lot of points on the board. And then before we go on to the next matchup, Mike, we got Pops in the house, baby. Got that train rolling in. Woo-hoo-hoo! 5 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go, old man. Y'all make sure to thank Pops in the chat. Put some legendaries in the chat for the old man.
Pop's the reason we didn't get a video out yesterday. I had to go pick Pops up. He was partying down in Nashville. He got a little too wild on down on
Down there on
Broadway. I
Broadway?
had to go pick him up, man.
Pops, were you hanging out with Morgan Wallen down there throwing chairs off of roofs? and
Yeah, he
stuff?
was throwing chairs off roofs and everything, and I had to go get him. And we tried to eat some hot chicken. We went to 2 different places to get hot chicken, some Hattie
B's, Princess.
And well, we didn't go to Prince's because it was a little far from where we were.
Oh.
But we had 2 Hattie B's within a mile. They were swamped. I'm talking like it looked like Oklahoma Joe's barbecue in the middle
Kansas
of the day.
City Joe's now. Get it right.
Yeah, they changed it, right? But it looked like Joe's in the middle of the day, lined all the way out. Dude, I was like, what happened?
Hattie
to
B's
Hattie
is
B's?
delicious, bro.
And it was good. So
It's
we
so
ended up
good.
going to Mr. B's, not Hattie B's.
Hey, Mr. B's in Bowling Green, Kentucky, baby. It's a little
Yeah.
underrated little
Pop
spot.
got to
there.
try some. I said, Pops, that's like that Book It pizza you used to get from.
It is. It's like Pizza Hut pizza from the 90s. Like when
Yeah,
it was
that's kind of
good.
what I think too.
Yeah, shout out Gap Mage, Dickie Ray, Sydney, Nicholas King, and Thomas Strong, all getting those memberships there. Welcome to the freaking crew. Courtesy of the old man. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
All right, Mike, what's the next matchup you want to talk about here?
I think receivers versus their DBs. Look, they don't really have any DBs that scare me. Nobody I even want to call out on just a personal level. I think it's just get a matchup, beat matchup, and I don't think it's going to be hard for Xavier Worthy to beat certain guys. I don't think it's going to be hard for Rashee Rice to get his tomorrow. I think Hollywood could have another decent game. He'll be effective when he gets called upon. I think our receiver trio is going to look really good. I think Kelsey's even got a shot to get out there and put a few yards on the board. Kelsey's been like an enigma this year, right? Like it felt like at first it was like, is he, he's not over the hump. Like we thought he was going to be good. And then you're like, oh, well, he does
He's
look
been good. He's been really
yeah,
good.
and he's been solid. But I feel like he's playing so well, he might not call it quits this year. I've not.
Maybe not.
I've not even thought he's not even remotely looked like he's ready to retire right now. I think he's having fun. He looks younger. He looks good. I think he's having a good time. I think he enjoys going to 1587 Prime with his woman and having a nice steak every other week.
No, man. Kelsey's been pretty good, though. But they do have a couple good defensive backs, Mike. They got a couple good guys back there. They got Mike
Do they still have
Sandstro.
Emerson back there?
Mike Sandstro. They also have Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah,
So they got some guys. They can do some stuff. But here's the thing.
I'm not
If
scared
Patrick
of
Mahomes
him.
has time and we got all that speed and we have so many guys that got that speed, they can only do so much.
Right. Mikey Sanders still coming out of Michigan a few years ago. That
I liked
kid's
him.
good. And if
Yeah, I
they
liked
use him, to play the nickel, but all day long, I think Rashee Rice beats him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Rashee Rice has got the size over him. Now, he is probably quicker than Rashee Rice, no doubt. But you got to get your matchups. The Chiefs do such a good job of getting matchups, and they've been playing way less 11 personnel. They're just trying to get good matchups and keep a lot of linebackers on the field.
Yeah, for sure. One other thing I want to look out for in this game, Mike, right there with the receivers, I want to get to our running backs real quick because I want to talk about one in particular, and that is Brashard Smith, who took the mic today after Andy Reid. Brashard's a funny kid, man. Like, he seemed like he was not very comfortable talking to the media. Young guy, kind of shy, but here's the thing, man. We've seen them start to use him more and more. Andy Reid's trickling him in slowly. But what we've noticed about him is that he has big playability. He could be something special. He really could. That 4.3 speed and, just how versatile he is as a football player. And I think what we're starting to see is that exactly, because I went back and watched the game from last week, Mike. Guess who they were putting out wide, lining up as a wide receiver a lot of the time? Brashard Smith, man. And he said that he's been working very closely with Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice has been on him, been telling him when he's doing things wrong, been telling him when he's doing things right, and really just trying to get him set straight there. So I think that's just a guy, just a dual purpose back that is perfect for an Andy Reid system. And the more we get him going throughout this season, I think by the end of the year, Brashard Smith could be just as exciting as people had hoped for. I really do.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Brashard Smith he's everything that we thought he could be in this offense. And what did we think he could be? Jerick McKinnon. And I think he showed flashes of it.
I think he's more than that.
Yeah, he is. And to be honest, I think he's more along the lines of maybe kind of like an Alvin Kamara type. He's got that. Who was it? Was it
Why
was
not?
it Bob that was pumped? Said he compared him to who was it? He compared him to was it LaShawn
Westbrook.
McCoy?
Brian
Westbrook. So he's got those flashes, and I think you'll see more and more of that. But like last week versus the Raiders, there was a key third down right there where we got him the ball, and he almost broke it completely off, but he picked up a long first down. We were behind the chains, and he picked it up there on third, and it's like just little plays like that. You don't think about it, but we ended up winning that game in a nice blowout fashion. But let's just say he don't pick that up. Kareem Hunt, Pacheco probably don't pick that up. Let's say you run that with him. We had to punt the ball. The Raiders could have scored on a short field or something. So you never know. Those little plays is what caused us to get pushed out really far,
You're right. Shout out Nicholas, says, love watching your videos. Thanks for the gas, my man. Appreciate you. Night Honor says that Brashard Smith is very Alvin Kamara-like. I agree. I mean, Alvin Kamara, to me, I feel like I don't think you could put him on his level, obviously, yet. Even when Alvin Kamara came out as a rookie, he just came out guns blazing, baby. Him and Kareem Hunt, they had a battle that season. I feel like Kareem Hunt should have probably got Rookie of the Year, but it went to Alvin Kamara, and I think it was arguable, right? Because of the receiving yards. That's really what got him. Because, Alvin Kamara is kind of like a wide receiver for all intents and purposes. So, yeah, I could see that, man. I think it's a decent little comparison. But, yeah, Elgin, I think he's going to be a dog for sure. He's going to be a dog. I really like the way he fits in the offense. I think he offers a lot. Anybody that can be that versatile and has that kind of speed. Also, he just seems to have a knack for where to go with the football. He's got good field vision, very smooth. He can cut quick. He's got good short area quickness. He's just got the whole package, man. If they can just get what they need to get out of him and just let him be himself, which Andy Reid's good at, I think he's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be awesome to watch him progress for sure.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, let's talk about the rest of the running backs real quick while we're there. We talked about everything else on the offense. I think just like any other game, you got to get out there. You got to get the run game established. I think Pacheco needs to get a bunch of carries this game. Obviously, Kareem Hunt has that bruised knee. So maybe he won't get as many carries. I think you'll still see him come in and do some short yardage work, but I think it's going to be a Pacheco day as far as getting the ball handed to him.
It could be. It could be. Pacheco's kind of been playing good. I mean, I don't want to say like he's been playing great, so I'll say he's been playing good. He's been playing more than serviceable. I thought he's looked pretty good. Again, this is another game where the Chiefs, you put up 20 rushes with running backs, and you're probably winning this game by double digits. If you'll commit to the run a little bit. Like, I know it's sexy to put Mahomes back there in the shotgun and throw it 40 times. And you've got all the weapons in the world out there for him, but I think if you just slow it down a little bit and put them under center a little bit and run some basic gap runs with Pacheco a few
Smack
times.
him in the mouth.
Wear that defense out a little bit and make those.
We don't need cutesy. We don't need delayed handoffs. We need to just let Isaiah Pacheco hit him in the mouth. Or
make those safeties
get him
come
outside.
up a little bit. Yeah,
get a little halfback toss going. Yeah, for sure. I think so, man. I'm right there with you. Guys, appreciate you all being here, by the way. Thank you so much. Looks like we got about almost 400 in here right now. Do us a favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. Helps us get out to more people. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Don't be a slap nut. Be subscribed to All Chiefed Up, the best Chiefs channel. Who represents the Chiefs fans worldwide, baby? Kingdom worldwide. We always like to know where you're watching from, so if you're new to the channel, put it in the chat. We're from Kentucky, obviously, and we love our people right there in the heart of it in KC, but we also like to represent Chiefs Kingdom worldwide, so let us know where you're at if you're new to the channel. Also, real quick, you can join. You can go to join.allchiefedup, or you can hit the join button at the top. It's just $4.99 a month to be a member of the channel. We have a members-only live stream coming up here real soon. We had our boy Charles Omenihu sign a jersey. We're going to give that away on that members-only live stream, so you don't want to miss out on that. Also, Brian Parrott, our moderator, he donated a signed Tomahawk Lee picture that we're going to give away as well. So if you're a member of the channel, we'll have that live stream going within the next week, and we'll be giving both of those away on that live stream. So if you want to be a part of that, go do it to it. And let's freaking go.
Hey, before
Mike,
we get going.
What?
Before we get going, I was telling you before we started, we had this little bitty festival in my little small town today. Little festival.
You had a festival?
And it was like a fall festival for like Halloween and things like
so
that.
So it was a festival.
Yeah, kind of.
Because it was Halloween.
They brought in a bunch of vendors from around the area. And there was a little lady, a nice little lady from Jeffersonville, Indiana. And her husband was a Chiefs fan. Okay.
Let's go, baby.
And she made these little leather,
love it,
little embroidered leather, like
keychains,
I guess. And so I told her, I was like, look, I bought all of them for her. I was like, look, I'm buying all these. I'm going to give them away. She didn't know she was talking to a legend in the Chiefs community. and I said, look, I was like,
how dare her?
She was like, you like the Chiefs? And I was like, yeah, I've heard of them. But I told her, so we talked about it, and I told her I was going to buy these, and I was going to give these away tonight if you guys are interested in this. So let us know in the chat if you guys are interested. I can give away one at a time, or I can just pick a winner, and maybe the winner can either pick two other winners.
I have an idea. I have an idea here.
Go for it. Okay. But by the way, As You Wish Custom, she's going to, look, here's what I told her. I said, well, throw these out. People might love those. I said that they will be able to email you, and there's the email right on the screen. It's asyouwishcustom@yahoo.com. She's going to try to throw them up online to order offline. So I just told her we'd shout it out. Small business, you know.
Let's do it, baby. Chiefs. Here's the idea. We're at 94 likes right now. At 100 likes, we'll give one away. At 150 likes, we'll give another one away. And at 200 likes, we'll give another one away. So that's how we're going to do it. That means you guys go hit the like button if you haven't done it yet, and you'll get a chance to win something.
And I'll get Nightbot ready.
Let's do it, baby. And Nightbot will be ready, locked and loaded, ready to freaking go. Also, you go to merch.allchiefedup.com. You can buy yourself some T-shirts. Helps the channel out as well. Just throw that out there. Mike, let's get into some game predictions, my man. Let's do it. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to do it today?
You go first. That's fine.
All right, guys. Here's what we're going to do. First
Everybody
of all,
throw your game predictions in the chat as well.
While you guys are putting your game predictions in the chat, and before we get to ours, I want to get to this 10 bomb by our girl Hannah here. She says, let's not sleep on the Commanders' defense with Dan Quinn making adjustments. Watched all 22 film of their last 3 games. Their secondary improved versus the Cowgirls. Watch out for their front 7 dialing up pressure. Agreed. I think you can't overlook anybody. Their defense is not bad. And like you said, with Dan Quinn calling and making any adjustments, I think they can have a good game. They could, but they also, if Daron Payne doesn't play, they're missing probably their best pass rusher. Of course, Von Miller's there, but old as dirt. But they can definitely get after it. I think the offensive line does have to have a good game. They're going to have a good challenge. But I think if the offensive line executes and does their job, I'm just not seeing a big problem here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, back in September, they let the Raiders that we held to the worst offense performance ever, they let them score 24 points. So, you know, the Raiders put up 24 on them. The Cowboys just last week put up 44 on them. The Falcons a couple weeks ago put up 34. I feel like our offense is such a good point, you know, with how we're doing it. I'm not fearing them. I'm not saying they're not bad, but I don't think there's any way in the world we shouldn't put up at least 30.
Right there with you, Mike. And let's get to it. Y'all put your all scores in the chat. Want to see them. I see somebody in here. Who was that? Somebody said they're watching from Alaska. Let's freaking go. We got Liberty, Missouri.
Hey, I've got the interactive map up. Should we do an interactive map for the night and just have fun with it?
We got Texas. I mean, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
Let's
click
do it.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can fill that bad boy up.
Tell us where you're watching from. We're going to try to fill up the interactive map. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, hold on. We already have to go here, dude. Like, I've got an Alaska. And I probably missed some, so just go ahead and put them in there again. But I got an Alaska, I got a Missouri, and we got where's Texas?
Doing this.
Texas.
This is some of my favorite stuff to do.
I know, dude. It's always fun just to see if we can fill it up. We got a North Carolina in the house.
I love it.
Let's go. We'll try to keep an eye on that while we're doing everything else. So let's see here. That's all I'm seeing for now, Mike. I'm sure we'll get back to it. Pull that bad boy off the screen. Let's go back to here with our big heads. All right. So I'm going to go, because of the way this game is shaped up with injuries and everything like that, I'm going to go with a bit of a blowout this time. And I love to predict blowouts, don't get me wrong, but I always feel like when you do, it doesn't happen. It's always like, damn, how's the game get so close? But I just feel very confident in this offense right now. I think that they're going to hang up the first 40 burger. I think they're going to hit 41 points. I got them winning 41-6. I don't think that this offense in Washington is going to be able to score on our defense. I just don't. I'm being generous by saying that they can get 2 field goals. Now, maybe, just maybe, they could pull out a deep shot to Terry McLaurin out of their ass. Maybe they forget about old man Mariota and let him, get too many yards with his legs. But I'm very confident that our defense is going to handle them.
Okay.
I mean, just like they handled the Raiders last week. And I also think Pat Mahomes is going to be the MVP. He's going to have a big day. I'm looking for 4 passing touchdowns from Mahomes, or maybe 3 in a rushing, but 4 total touchdowns from Patrick Mahomes and 300-plus yards. Not the 265, not the 275, not the 290, 300-plus. I think Mahomes is going to have a big day, man.
I like it. So what did you say the final score?
41-6.
Okay. That's a little wilder than I went with it. Yeah, I'm with
I feel okay with doing that. Like on this game. I'm horned.
Jim said Steve's horned about
Horn level's up kind of high. Like if you're going to pick a blowout, this is the one.
I like it. Here's what I'm going to do. Kansas City's going to have a good offensive day. I think our defense is going to continue. They're rested. They played 30 plays last week. I think they're getting to the rested position. I think the defense, this is a make or break week for this defense. If you're on the bubble and you're a guy that you're wanting more playing time, this is the week to do it, because Brett Veach is going to go out and find somebody to replace your little ass if you don't do it this week.
He's got to go get somebody. He's got to go get somebody.
You've got Mike Dana's got to step up. All these guys on the edge got to step up. The rookies got to start stepping up. I think this could be the week that they could get there. So I'm going to say Chiefs 33-10. I think we'll go 33-10, and even the 10 feels like more garbage time or just something lucky. So 33-10, I think Mahomes is going to put up at least 3 touchdowns again. I think we'll see Kelsey get in this week. I think Kelsey gets in this week. This may be the week you see Rashard Smith get his first NFL touchdown, too.
That's where I'm at with it, baby. I think we're going to see it.
And that's how I'll do it. I'll do 33-10 Chiefs.
And I'm not so sure he's going to get it out of the backfield. I think he might get it as a receiver.
So you said 41-16?
41-6.
Okay, 41-6.
Yeah.
So I had 6, you had 10, you had 41, I had 33. So you think they're going to get?
I just got a little bit more horn than you did,
Yeah, you put up another touchdown than I did. Good job.
I took an extra blue chew that you didn't take. And I'm still a strong advocate for someone. If you are in Arrowhead and you have season tickets and you go, get you a horn meter made where you can raise it up to where the horn meter is, the all chiefed up horn meter. And I think that needs to be something that's held up throughout the game in Arrowhead. It's got to be a thing.
Yeah.
That way the players can see it and be like, dude, we got to get the horn meter to 10 or to
Get that
11.
horn meter
It has
all
to
the
be
way
at
to-
11. You know,
What do we call 11? Like, what's ultimate horny? What do we
Right
call
there,
it at
baby.
11?
horn.
We just call the ultimate horn.
You're horn. All right, Mike, go to the map. We got an Ohio to add to the mix. We got a Georgia to add to the mix. And we got a Pennsylvania to add. So let's freaking
already
go.
on there.
Terry's watching from Western Kentucky. Terry, you're right beside us somewhere? Where are you at in Western Kentucky? I'm literally right by the Gold Vault. I'm at Fort Knox, so you're close to us. You have to be. Let us know. Mike, we got a New York in the house and Arizona. Did you get it? California, you got that? You're ahead of the
all
game.
on the board.
Alabama. Well, how did you get ahead of me so
You
much?
know what?
Have you been sneaking and looking
There's a
at the chat?
Kansas on the board here.
Let's go. We got to fill that whole
Jay.
board up.
Jay from Kansas. Somebody from I think somebody from Facebook put up a good one earlier. Oh, it was Dwayne, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yep. All right. Pop says looking for a score of 33 to 16. So I mean he's in that horn level 7, 8.
You're in that
I just happen to be
ballpark.
at the 10 or 11. I mean, come on. Where do you expect a guy with 27 kids to be at on the horn level at any
Do you
given
remember?
time?
Do you remember when we almost had the we've done the interactive map once before, and we almost had the whole entire thing filled up.
I
one time.
know. We're gonna have to do a world map one day.
We missed one like I don't remember what it was that was so hard to get last time. It wasn't Hawaii, I don't think. We actually had somebody from Hawaii and the Dakotas. I feel like it was something like Connecticut or something. You know,
yeah, it's probably one of them little
get up in,
slap
like,
nutty
Brady
northeastern
country.
states. You think?
yeah.
That'd be my guess, like Delaware or something. Let's go. I think that's all of them though for now. Did you get? Yeah, you got Ohio.
It does.
Ohio.
I think this might be it. We're looking at a very southern, midwestern kind of feel.
It makes sense that Southern people like us.
But there are a lot of western states here. Just not a lot of Oregon, Washington hippies up there. Like they're too busy like riding in the streets up there to be talking
Yeah.
about football.
They're protesting something.
They're protesting something up there, probably like a Starbucks pay raise or something. Who knows what they're crying about? So yeah, Washington, and Oregon, those two could just fall off into the ocean and it'd probably be okay.
No one will notice.
Yeah, and the Northeast too, man. I just think the Northeast, you're not going to get a lot of Chiefs fans in the Northeast, I don't believe.
Boom, Slugs in South Dakota. Put it on the map.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
We
baby.
got a little South Dakota.
Mike, we got a
going.
question from our boy Scott Crosser here. It says, Mike, Steve, what do you think about Wiley and Allegretti being on Washington's line?
Yeah, that's
Will
wild.
George
huh?
and Chris eat? I think they do. Well, I think it's a pretty cool, element to it, right? Because both of those were our guys. A lot of people didn't like when we moved off of Wiley and then overpaid Jawan Taylor. That was the thing. And everybody's like, oh, Wiley's just as good or better. That's not true. I like Wiley. I think he did a fantastic job when he was here, but he's not Jawan Taylor. Jawan Taylor, I mean, honestly, 3-4 weeks now with no penalties, and he's also top in the league at giving up sacks. So, not the same. Love Allegretti. Allegretti, I feel like Allegretti might be like a notch better than Caliendo, but they're, for all intents and purposes, they're the same kind of thing. They're just that real tough, hard-nosed guy that can do a lot of things for you. So it'll be fun to see. And do I think George and Chris will eat? I do. I think they're going to have a good day.
Yeah, I think our defensive line will do well. I think Chris Jones is going to get after it. George probably gets there as well tomorrow. I think we could probably, this could be our most, what's our highest sack total in the year?
Probably
2?
3.
3?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna predict it. I'm gonna say we get the highest sack total we've had all year this game.
Yep. I think they could. I do. I think Chris Jones, you called 2 for Chris Jones last week. This could be the week he gets 2, actually.
He should have had 2 last week. They just didn't put it in the scoreboard. Come on,
Mike,
now.
you got Mississippi on there. You got Hawaii. What about North Carolina? You
A
got
lot
that.
of Hawaii
Couple of
watchers
Hawaii
today.
Yeah, what's going on
Dude,
there?
I love Hawaii. I'd love to go out to Hawaii.
How do you know
I'd
you
love to
love
see
it?
those beaches. Huh?
Let's see. How do you know you love it?
I mean, come on. They got Spam. You get Spam and rice on the ready. Who doesn't love it?
All right. Well, I think that's where we're at with the map for now. we'll have to get back to it in a minute. Mike, let's go check out the likes because I think we got some stuff to give away, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like freaking button. Good grief, guys. We're trying to give you stuff for free.
Brian said he came from Washington, so easy on it. Hey, you left for a reason, big dog.
That's why you ain't there no more.
Hey, look, I'm not saying all of Washington's bad. I mean, I'm sure there's some nice pumpkin.
I'm not saying all the people in Washington are bad. I think there's some good people there. They're just unfortunate
those
to live
crazies
there,
up there
you know?
trying to protest Starbucks or whatever they're doing. I don't know what they do. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, get a job. Do
Pick something. Pick something. Mike, we hit 100, but we're far cry from 150, guys. If we want to give away the second one, we got to start hitting that like button. So hit that like button. Mike, let's go ahead and give away the first keychain.
Okay, let's do it. So everybody spam the chat. You can spam it as much as you want. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Spam the chat. Let's do hashtag.
We'll just keep the same one for every time.
Yeah.
Just
let's do hashtag. What do you want to do? It's a keychain, but I feel like keychain's a long
something
word.
Hashtag KC. Keychain.
Hashtag KC.
Kansas
We'll just
City.
do that.
It's a double
Hashtag
whammy.
KC. And when you win, you can have a choice. Would you like the logo or do you want the Taylor Swift Kelsey wood? Because I do know that offends a lot of people, but there are some Swifties in the crowd, so you may like it. So
a few
hashtag
Swifties.
KC is all you got to do. Spam the chat as much as you want. You got 5 minutes. Maybe I'll do 3 minutes. I don't know. But either way.
Let's go for about 3 minutes. About 10:50 Eastern time, 9:50 Central. We'll go. We'll start giving that first one away. So hashtag KC. Put it as many times as you want in the chat. Once again, appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't hit the like button, go hit the like button. When it gets to 150, we're going to give another one away. And then if we get to 200, we'll give away the last one. So that's just how we're going to do it today.
If we fill up this whole map tonight, I ain't going to do nothing because I know there's going to be some slap nut say he's watching from Idaho.
Somebody,
Colorado,
hey, Mike, we got a
New
Wyoming.
Mexico together.
We got a Wyoming from Jamie.
Let's go.
I'll try to keep a.
It's gonna be hard to find it when we're spamming KC in the chat.
It's okay.
Which is what I like.
It's okay. If it's just all saying KC, it should be easy to see the.
Sparkle said he's from Australia. Hey, since we don't got a world map,
We got a couple of guys in the down under. Is it Maccaberry from Australia?
Should we let somebody from Australia just pick a random state on the map?
No, I told you we're gonna have to go worldwide eventually because we have people watching from. Where's Enrique? Portugal?
Yeah, we got some Portugal.
We had
Ireland. We got
dude. There's a bunch, dude.
Australia.
We've had people watching from Korea.
Yeah. Who would have thought? You know what I learned the other day? I learned that South Korea has impeccable drinking water out of the faucet.
Dude, okay, I was
just
talking to
flat out like
obviously living by Fort Knox, talked to a lot of veterans, talked to a lot of guys that are active military. They love South Korea. They talk about how South Korea is the greatest place ever. They really do. They hype it up.
It's very futuristic. They put a lot of money. They put a lot of money into it. They make everything look good. It's
and I bet they're all
for the
Chiefs
most part.
fans. I bet that's why. I bet they're all Chiefs fans.
I bet they got to have a lot of good Chiefs fans down there, huh?
Hashtag KC, everybody. If you're just rolling in here, if you want to win a keychain, hashtag KC. And it's a cool keychain, by the way. Mike, bring it back up. Show the people what they're in on here.
This is what it looks like. They're handmade. They're embroidered. I think it's leather. I don't really know what it is.
Joey
it feels
Lee
like leather.
Kelso McStoots. What a name too. On top of that,
right? She said her husband was a big Chiefs fan. She actually showed me a picture of her. She got to meet Mahomes. She was fired up.
Nice.
So yeah, as you wish custom. So if you don't win, you can always go to their website, and she said she'll try to put them up there for you. I don't remember how much they were. I think I got all three of these for $25.
Yeah. And
so yeah,
I know you guys are not going to like it, but tonight we're just going to let Nightbot pick the winner.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Death will be saved for the members only coming up, where we're giving away a signed Charles O'Menahue jersey. Shout out Charlie for donating that to the crew. And then also we have a signed Tom Bahali picture donated by Brian Parrott. So if you want to be a part of that giveaway, which will be a Wheel of Death, join. Become a member of All Chiefed Up. You can go to join.allchiefedup.com or hit that little join button at the top and be at the members only live stream. Mike, I think it's time to give away the first one.
I think we have to stop spamming KC
so
everybody can see what happens.
Keep spamming, because if you guys just go hit the like button, we're getting ready to give another one away.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we're about 19, 18 short. Come on, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Give these things away.
Yeah, we're at 132. That's not too bad.
Right. So let's go ahead. Let's see what Nightbot's got to say.
Okay, Nightbot. Whoever wins it can decide whether you want the Chief logo or if you want the Kelsey one. Nobody's going to judge if you pick Kelsey and Taylor. I mean, somebody may judge. I won't judge you. How about that? Steve may judge. He's a judger.
I'm not going to judge you. I mean, you can do it.
Steve's a
okay with it.
chooch. Here we go, Nightbot. Pick it
I'm
up.
not hating. What you got, Nightbot? What you do? Jack Richards.
Jack Richards in the house.
Jack Richards.
Jack, comment, baby. Which one you want? Just comment it so we'll know, and I won't offer it up to the peeps. And yeah.
Then what you're going to do is go to your email and email allchiefedup@gmail.com and give your shipping address. And it's right here in the chat. I just put it there. You can copy and paste if you want. But we're going to need a shipping address for you.
Absolutely.
All right. And if one of you guys see what he's saying, if one of you see it and we don't, like which one he wants.
Nightbot should tell me if he replies.
Okay. Okay.
Which I'm sure Jack's here. Jack just didn't.
Nightbot's a handy little robot.
Jack didn't sit here and spam KC to win and then say, well, don't want it.
Well, I mean, if he did.
Some people do. You never know.
You never know.
Hey, appreciate you
Maybe
guys being here, though.
get...
We're already up to 140. While we're waiting on Jack to get back to us, and while we're waiting to get to 150, just wanted to shout out TickPick, by the way, for sponsoring this. Again, if you guys haven't used TickPick, go do it. Go download the app. Just go to your app store, download TickPick, download that bad boy, put in code HMA on your first order over $100. You're going to get $20 off just for using our code HMA. There's no fees on anything. What you see is what you pay. It's got the best features. You can put your budget in. You can sit in a seat and take a look around the stadium. It's beautiful. I think they still got tickets to the game tomorrow for under $200 a ticket, if the last time I checked. So that's awesome. Go download TickPick. Appreciate TickPick for sponsoring us, man.
If I'm buying tickets, I'm using TickPick. 110%.
Yeah, ain't nobody using none of those
or
other
ain't buying no tickets because I'm not getting ripped off. I'm going to go to TickPick and I'm going to get a cheaper ticket.
You know what I say every time I buy something from TickPick?
That's a fucking W.
Yeah! Ooh, let's go.
That's what I say.
Get over there and use that code HMA, baby. $20 off. There's no ticket that's less than 100 anyway, so you might as well get $20 off.
That's the point. $20 off, but it's got to be an in-app purchase. It's got to be in-app.
Download the app.
So you got to download the app.
I have the app. That app has been on my phone since like 2012.
2005.
No, seriously, it probably literally is probably like 2012, something like that.
Right.
Might be even older than that. I don't know.
Whoa, Jamie
really
says out here in Cheyenne. We got a Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Yeah, we already have that
on the
one.
board.
You put them up there. You
Let's
already
go.
put them up there.
I would love to go to Cheyenne, Wyoming. I'm going to tell you a little story. I read this book.
Story time.
I read this book, and they had this farm. Not a farm. What do they call it?
A farm?
A ranch.
A
It was
ranch. The
They had a
ranchers.
ranch out in Wyoming.
That's just a horse farm, right?
I guess. They had like a ranch in Wyoming, and I absolutely loved it. It just sounded so cool. I was like, I got to go to Wyoming and just check it out one day, you know? Just sounds clean. It sounds like a nature and clean.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. You know, that's what I feel like Wyoming is.
Sure. I bet.
And Josh Allen probably highlights and stuff on all the billboards and things.
I bet it's nice. Take It Back's in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Do we got Tennessee on the map? I saw where you said what part of Kentucky we live in. We're literally right by Fort Knox, Louisville, right in that area in Kentucky. So that's where we're at, man. Well, let's see where we're at here. We got 141 likes. Is that right?
142. I'm up to 142 on my end.
Y'all hit that like button, baby. 150, we'll give away another keychain. And while we're waiting on y'all to hit that like button and spam the chat, because that's how you're going to win.
Jack, where you at, brother?
We got Hannah with a 2 bomb says thought Debo could be used in the run game too. They could do that. I don't think that's going to fool us too much, to be honest. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But
do you think they want to put him in situations like that with him being injured?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they're going to take it light on Debo, especially if Casey gets out and gets to a big lead. I bet you they take it easy on him and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, me too.
Because they're both nursing injuries.
Let me take a look at this injury report. What did Debo? What was he doing? A heel injury.
Yeah, he had a heel.
So we had a quad
Terry
and
McLaurin
a heel.
had a quad injury. Yep.
A quad and a heel. Boy, ain't that a combo?
Quad heel.
A quad and a heel, huh?
Yeah,
that sounds like sounds like you're watching a wrestling documentary.
Well, guys, I think we are officially at 150 or was it 149?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's showing 150 on my end.
Let's go, baby. Grayskull with the 2 bombs has just ordered a Mary Cheesemas hoodie. Let's freaking go, baby.
Hold up.
Grayskull, you the man. Let's go. Guys, you have to get one of those for the holidays, by the way. Got the hoodie and the t-shirt over on the store, merch.allchiefedup.com. Those things are sweet. Mike's got one of the t-shirts right here. The hoodie, I'm about to get myself a hoodie. I want that. So appreciate your Grayskull. Thanks for supporting.
Check this.
But you guys need this for the holidays.
This is what people's buying now. Check this out.
Look at this bad boy. Oh, a little Mary Cheesemas in the house.
Look at that.
Here, let me take Grayskull down for 2 seconds.
Get Grayskull off here.
Woohoo! Check it out, baby. Got
And of course,
snowflakes.
you get the Arrowheads. You don't get the KC because then they will be suing us for everything we have, which isn't much.
Once again, appreciate your Grayskull. All right, Mike, let's give away the second keychain. So first dude hasn't got back yet? Anybody
Jack,
seen him reply?
It's been 3 minutes since we called Jack's name, and Jack has
Jack,
not
if you
wrote
don't
back.
reply by the time that we get done with this next one, we're going to have to re-give it away.
Yeah, we're going to have to re-gift it because I want to make sure I get them out and get them packaged up tonight and get them out probably Monday.
Yeah, so make sure if you're watching, Jack.
Come on, Jack. Jack Richards.
Oh, Richards. That's what it was. Almost said Jack Shack.
Come on, Jack.
Anyway, make sure to let us know, man. Let's go ahead and give this one away real quick. Hashtag KC, guys. Hashtag KC if you want to be a part of it. Nightbot's going to pick one. And let it roll, baby. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Do you remember that stupid commercial? What do we got? Elgin Thrower's on fire lately, bro.
Elgin got it?
Yeah.
Look, Elgin almost won the giveaway the other night.
He's on fire, dude.
Hey, I know Elgin. Look, Elgin, you don't got to have a big house for this one, baby.
Yeah, there we go. Worked out perfect.
There you go.
Slap that on your keychain there, baby.
Elgin, get back to me. Let me know which one you want. I know Elgin's going to take that daggone Chiefs logo, baby.
He did. He already said it.
Okay.
Instant. He was the exact opposite of Jack Richards. He said, I'm going to tell you right
Jack,
now.
where you at,
right
brother?
this second.
Elgin. Okay, so Elgin's got the KC logo. So that's one KC logo down. So we still got one KC logo and the Kelsey Taylor one.
Right, and here's what we're going to do about this other one.
Look, if y'all don't get
Jack
this, I'm
Richards.
just going to give it.
Hold on.
I'm just going to give it to Kayla.
Here, hold on. Jack Richards. Jack Richards. This is only fair. You have 10 seconds, and I'll count it down. 10, 9, 8. Get in the chat. 7, 6. We better see something from you, Jack. 5, 4, 3. Jack, come on. Let's go. Type a little faster.
Jack. Come on, Jack.
2. One more chance. 1. And does anybody see Jack? Does anybody see Jack?
Him, man, I just don't see Jack.
Give it away. Let's go. Sorry, Jack. You had your chance, son.
Yeah, Elgin says, yeah, baby, I got enough room for a keychain.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, well, let's give that one away. Let's go ahead. Let's give the other one away too. And then, guys, if we can get to 200 likes, we'll give the last one away.
Okay, so this is Jack's rerow. Jack's MIA, so here we go. We're going to rerow Jack.
Bum, bum, bum. Hippie! Let's go. So we got
Hippie.
Elgin Thrower and Hippie. So Hippie, I know you're out here. I see you putting hashtag KC right now. Let's go.
Hippie's going at it. So
Hippie,
here's
which
the
one
two.
you want?
Here's this one, and then here's this one.
Ooh.
Taylor Hart's Travis, 13 plus 87.
That's 100.
Look, I have no qualms about the Travis. You know why everybody hates
Mike,
on that?
I would put that on my keys.
Oh, I'd wear it. I don't care. Look, people hate the fact that because look, if let's just say Taylor Swift would have started dating like George Kittle, it would have been the biggest thing ever, and everybody loved it.
I know, lame.
Dude, they would act like it was so cool, but because it's the Chiefs, they just will hate.
George Kittle's got a pretty good looking wife, though. I think he's fine.
Oh,
He'll
yeah,
be okay.
for sure.
He don't need Taylor Swift. Hippie, which one you want? Let us know. I see you say you're here in the chat. We know you're here. Which one you want? You want that arrowhead, or you want that the lovebird keychain? She said first one. So she wants the logo. So now we just got the Swifty one left.
Okay, so we just got this one. Somehow I knew this was going to happen.
Mike, we got the return of Black Kraken. Let's go, baby. I ain't seen you in a while.
Black Kraken's back.
Let's go.
This is a great day in America right now.
This is a great
Black
day.
Kraken's back.
It says, which defensive tackle or defensive end do you want us to get, and which one do you think we'll actually get? Good question, man. I'll let you answer it. Take it away, baby. Take it away.
This is who I think, honestly, we cannot afford to pay any of these guys long term. So your Kayvon Thibodeau's, as good as it would be nice, that'd be great.
What about Jermaine Johnson?
Jermaine Johnson, maybe. I think it's a rental. I think you got to keep him in here. And I'm going to take a guy that's hungry for a championship and that wants to come in and eat and that still got some gas in the tank. I'm taking Calais Campbell.
Me too.
I think he's probably the best one.
Me too, because we only need him for this year.
Yes, we just need him for the rest of the year.
I think we get him for a good price. He's got all the experience in the world. He's playing at a high level. I don't care if he's 37.
Much.
I don't care how old he is. We're just using him for the rest of this year. I'm right there with that, Mike. I like it. Appreciate the 5-bomb Black Kraken. Let's go, baby. Let's see here. Mike, we're at 164 likes, I think. Guys, let's get it to 200. I know it feels like an unachievable feat here.
It's not.
But guys, I mean, there's like almost 300 of you watching right now on YouTube alone. So just hit that like button real quick if you haven't.
Holly says, can you give us losers the Keychain website again? Okay, so look, here's the thing.
I like it.
Let me find it. Let me bring it up for you. It's in the picture here. So let me take your,
there? No, it's right there. You can see it. It's
okay,
asyouwishcustom.com.
Yes, asyouwishcustom.com.
Not
or
custom.
You can
custom.
I'm sorry. Or you can just put asyouwishcustom@yahoo.com and tell them that you've seen the keychains on All Chiefed Up and that we give them away and you'd love to get one. They don't have them on their website just yet, I don't think, but she says she's going to have her husband put it up. So if you don't see them on the website, just email her, tell her where you've seen it, tell her, whatever,
right here,
and she'll hook it up. She was super nice. Tell her that All Chiefed Up sent you, and yeah, they're from right up the road. They're in Jeffersonville, Indiana, so they're right across the bridge on the other side of the river from us.
It's North Louisville, basically.
Yeah, it's basically North Louisville. It's Louisville Part 2 up there, baby.
Yeah.
So appreciate you, Holly. And if I'm not mistaken, they wasn't very expensive. I got all three of those for $25. And I mean, they're pretty nice quality. You can't really get much more.
Yeah, handmade stuff like that.
Yeah, it was super nice. And yeah, if you tell her you got it from All Chiefed Up, man, she may give you a discount too. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ask her nicely.
Maybe. Mike, let's see here. Let's get to the chat real quick. While we're waiting on everybody to get to 200 likes, we'll get to the chat. If y'all got any questions, get them in here.
You know, if nobody has an argument with that, I would send it out to Jacob and you could give it to your girlfriend. I see where his girlfriend, she got her diploma the other day. I seen that.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations. See, that could be a nice diploma gift.
Look, baby, I'll tell you what. Let's see. We're at 178 likes, though.
We're getting close. It's a 179.
Shane says Rachel wants it, man. See, we got to let them battle it out.
Rachel would probably like
it's
that.
Only fair.
See, there's a lot of people that might want it. Okay.
It's only fair that we battle it out.
It's only fair.
Y'all get to 200. We'll give it away. Mike, let's talk just a little bit more about this game. Let's get to the chat and see what the people have to say about it. Let's see. What do we got? I had something and it went away because everybody's talking a lot. I like it. Let's freaking go. Take It Back says, is it possible this is a game where we come out flat when they shouldn't? Yes. It's a Monday night game. 100%. Like I said, I feel like it happens all the time. Maybe it's just trauma from the past 2 seasons. That's what I would like. I would give you that nugget there for a little bit of positivity. Take It Back. It's just that this is not the same team that we've seen for the last 2 years. I think that they're in a good spot, dude. I think that their horn meter is up pretty high right now in the locker room. You know,
yes,
yeah, for sure. I mean, they have to be feeling good, man. They got all their guys back. The last few games have been exciting. The offense looks fun. I think that they're in a good spot. So I think they come out a lot more fired up than you would think. We are used to seeing those games, especially primetime games, where they come out flat. I mean, look at the Super Bowl. You could have never convinced me that they would come out for the Super Bowl looking like they could give a rat's ass what was going on, but that's exactly what happened.
Right.
So, I mean, it could happen, but I would just say, be positive. This team's in a good spot. They got a lot of momentum. They're all happy. They're healthy, and we're trending up, baby. So I think we'll be all right. And this is a game that we should not lose. We have no business losing this game. So they have to go out, they have to take it seriously, and they have to execute.
Right. Jacob says, girlfriend said, thanks, guys. Tell Desiree we say congratulations. Let's go.
All right, man.
Hopefully she goes to hopefully she can go to college to be a video editor and we'll hire her over here.
Yeah, let's go.
We need some help.
Dog Petter with the 2 bombs says, I think we shopped Wanye, Josh Morris, and Nazi.
Josh Morris. Don't talk about Wanye Morris and Josh Morris.
Who's Josh Morris? Anyway.
You had I thought you were thinking about Zach Morris.
No, Josh Morris is the kid that went to elementary school, and him and his brother stole my bike.
Yeah. You
remember that?
You said past trauma come up.
Yeah, they were like the little, no offense, but they were like little trashy kids. They were like dirty and just evil, and they stole my bike. Remember, I saved up like all summer. I mowed like 1,000,000 yards and saved like $20 at a time to buy like a $700 Haro BMX bike. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I left it outside for a matter of 5 minutes, and them little assholes stole it. And then they thought they were going to be smooth, and they stripped it completely down and took everything off of it and completely jacked it up.
How are you like whatever? How old were they? 10, 11?
No, man, that's probably middle school. Is that right?
They were stripping it down like they stole a car and took it to a strip,
Yeah,
like a chop shop.
I mean,
Like,
if you
this is
saw the guys,
this is an operation, maybe.
If you saw them, that's probably how they came up. You know, let's steal some stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
I like it.
Anyway, could we shop Wanye? Maybe, but I don't know if you're going to get very much for Wanye. Josh, I think is probably your most valuable here, because he's got all the qualities. Like he could be good. We just can't get him on the football field. Nazi, I don't know if you're getting a whole lot for Nazi. Maybe somebody needs some special teams help or something. So I don't know if you get anything out of these guys, Dog Petter. I don't know if they're worth shopping around, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like Josh could probably be the most valuable. He ain't going to get nothing more than the 7th round pick. A pick swap, maybe. Right?
Yeah.
6th round, if you're desperate. I would say Wanye. If you're desperate for an offensive lineman, maybe a guard, you think you could turn him into a guard or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Never say never with that one.
Maybe. I would feel a lot more comfortable with him being a guard than a tackle. 100%. Yeah. Lucas says Bouchard's having a coming out party. Rice is having a coming back party. And the rest of us are just having a freaking party. Let's go, Lucas.
Absolutely.
Hey, Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
Let's go.
I don't know why that's what it made me think of. Straight to it. That's what you get for being a 90s kid.
Daniel says, hey guys, just say I think we should trade for Jermaine Johnson or Jalen Phillips. Man, we've been pushing Jalen Phillips for a little while here. Probably like how long?
Too.
A month maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I like both of these guys. Jalen Phillips might have an injury issue. I don't know. He hasn't played just a whole lot. But really, I think the main injury is that Achilles.
Not been too bad.
That Achilles that snapped. I think that's the main one. Other than that,
I think he's back from that one, though.
Well, yeah, he's back, but I'm just saying he's had some problems here and there. That was the main one, though. Let's see. Jay Freezy says, if you're going to spew into this.
Spew into this.
I love it.
So Christopher Knox out of Bleacher Report just wrote an article, I want to say today, 17 hours ago. Actually, Brian Miller out of Bleacher Report. He says that there's 2 big teams that's been pushing hard for the Dolphins to trade them, Jalen Phillips, and neither one of them is the Chiefs. One of them is the 49ers, and the other one is the Dallas Cowboys. So Dallas sniffed around Max Crosby, couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jalen. Yeah. But we knew Jalen Phillips was going to be a hot one because Miami's really one of the only teams besides maybe Jermaine Johnson and the Jets that are just kind of just dog water, man. Everybody else got a shot to still win something.
Brian Parrott says Veach is going to go, let them eat cake.
Cake.
And twiddle them
Cake
thumbs,
sounds
baby.
pretty good, though. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think Brett Veach can sit on his thumbs, though, honestly. I think he's going to have to do something here. I think it'd be a disservice not to add to this pass rush right now because this team could be special, I think. The offense, it just has so much freaking potential, dude.
Yep. Muhammad said, which Chief star is doubtful? Is it Trey? Absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Doesn't look like Trey's probably going to play. I think maybe depending on the injury, you don't want Trey rushed back too quick. And Caliendo plays well. He could sit versus the Bills too. Gets 3 weeks of rest. Steve don't think so,
I mean, it's a possibility though.
but it's
I
a
mean,
possibility.
I'm not saying
So-
100% that's not going to happen, but I think you might want to try to get Trey Smith back for that game. I think it's an important game.
Right. Jamie says, what about Mitchell? He's just filling Sky Moore's roster spot. Elijah, yeah.
Can you get anything for him either, though? I feel like we don't have anybody really worth trading. We're not going to get a whole lot for anybody. We'd probably have to trade draft capital to get one of these guys.
You know who our biggest trade piece would be, and I don't think you do it.
Who?
You absolutely can't do it probably because we're rolling too well. But you would think with Worthy, Rice back, you
Thornton.
would think that Hollywood could have been a trade piece because
Yeah,
he's
or
on a
Thornton.
1-year deal.
Yep.
And Thornton, Hollywood and Thornton could be trade pieces. Now,
But
Chiefs Kingdom isn't going to like that, and I don't think Andy them would.
I
mess
don't
with this
think you
offense
mess
right
with
now.
it, dude. I don't think you mess with it. It's just way
But
too much
don't-
firepower.
Don't those two though feel like trade pieces though? Because again, they're both
Yeah.
not signed up after this year. I'd say Hollywood probably signs a bigger contract.
Right. I
next
think
year.
there's two reasons why you don't want to do that. First, it's nice to have all that firepower, all that speed.
Yeah, and then you
But
never
secondly, you don't want to F with that chemistry that this team's getting on offense right now. No way, no how. Just let it roll.
But those probably are the two best trade pieces we would have, and I wouldn't give them up.
Yep. Pepe says, what do you think happened with Simmons? It was a family thing. It was just a family thing. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Andy confirmed it, said it was a positive thing. They're in contact with him. Nothing to worry about. He will be back. Let's see. Take It Back says, do you think we'll win out the rest of the division games? I do. I do. I think we'll run the table there.
I mean, if you lose one more, it's probably one of the Denver games. Denver just plays us so tough. They've got a good defense. I'll give them that. And their offense is serviceable. So if our defense decides they want to have one of those suck games, you know, they've proved that they can put up 33 points in a quarter. So not horrible. But yeah, I'd say Denver may be a split, but I think we obviously beat the Chargers. And
I don't think Denver's going to be able to score on our offense unless they
Our
can hit a
defense?
couple big, on our defense. Because, I mean, here's the thing: Cortland Sutton tends to eat McDuffie's lunch just because of the size difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just don't. I don't know about Denver's offense. I don't.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
a
either.
believer there. So we'll see. I think they can run it. Mike, are we even close to 200 likes?
Did you answer Jay Freeze's question you had brought up?
What was it?
Would Royals like to play some
Oh.
football sometime this year?
No, I was just going to agree with him.
Oh.
It would be nice to get him out there.
Hey,
but I
he's
just don't
got
see
that-
it.
He's got that knee tendonitis.
I don't even think it's that at this point. I think it's just the fact that it's a very loaded room and there's a lot of mouths to feed, and he's not one of them right now. He's a rookie, and Andy don't care. Like, Andy's been known to not play rookies very much. Rasheed Rice and Jalen Royals have been the exception. Or not Jalen Royals, but Xavier Worthy have been the exception. So Jalen Royals is kind of getting that treatment that, like, Sky Moore got and, like, some of them other guys that we drafted before that. I just don't think Andy's in a hurry to get him out there, especially with the knee problem.
Yes, sir. We're up to 196 likes. We just need 4 more likes. We're giving away the third and final
Let's do it, guys. Let's do
leather
it.
keychain. Just look at how beautiful this is. Let me put it up one more time. This is the one you're winning this time. There's no choice. This is the one you get.
Yeah, that's what you're getting.
what you're
Hashtag KC in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a chance to win that bad boy. And I know you want it. Put hashtag KC. Don't be ashamed if you want that, okay? Let it out. Come out of the Taylor Swift closet. Let everybody know that you're a Swiftie. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We accept everybody here at All Chiefed Up. Are we there? Are we there?
Yeah.
Yes,
we are.
we're
at
there,
202.
baby. Let's go. Hey, guys, we're going to give you 2 minutes.
2 more
Hashtag
minutes.
KC.
Hashtag KC. Spam it.
Spam it, baby.
Hey, the
And
more
then-
you spam it, it works too because Hippie was spamming it like crazy. I watched it and it hit. So I don't know how Nightbot picks, but
Brian
he does
said,
it.
do it.
Denny says, who's doubtful? It is Trey Smith is doubtful for Monday Night Football.
Trey Smith is doubtful. Probably looking at Mike Caliendo, brother. And that'll be okay.
A little Caliendo.
Little Caliendo. Also, while everybody's spamming, if you're not participating in the spam of hashtag KC because you're too cool for the Swifty keychain, why don't you put in the chat, who do you think score prediction is going to be closer? Do you think it's going to be mine at the blowout of 41-6, or do you think it's going to be Mike's at
A blowout of 33-10.
33-10. Okay, well, let's just say, do you think the Chiefs are going to score 40? Do you think the Chiefs are going to break the 40 mark?
The only difference is
mark?
I've got them hanging a 30 bomb. You got them hanging a 40.
It's a 40 burger, baby. That's a double quarter pounder with cheese, baby.
That's a lot. That's a lot of meat and cheese.
Let's
Speaking
go.
of, I'm about to go to McDonald's after
a
this.
QPC. a little cheeseburger with a little bit of onion and a little bit of pickle.
Somebody give your boy a 10 bomb so I can go to McDonald's. No, I'm joking. I'm totally playing. Please do not do that.
No, do it. Do it.
Dude, I was being hilarious. Somebody asked me.
You're
that
being
the other
hilarious.
day.
You're never hilarious.
Somebody asked me the other day. They was like, man, when people give y'all money to go get food, y'all get it? And I said, one time, man, they hooked us up on our birthday. Remember to go to PF Chang's because we never had it.
They didn't give a shit about my birthday. For your birthday, we got PF
for my
Chang's.
birthday, somebody hooked us up with some PF Chang's.
For my birthday, nobody cared.
But I took you to PF Chang's. So you essentially ate on my birthday, though. So that was both of our birthdays, maybe.
Well, my birthday's not in May.
Hey, it's okay.
All right, guys,
Zarda
this
hooked
year
us
in
up with a
February,
sandwich.
y'all got to buy me dinner.
Don't buy Steve dinner.
It's only fair.
No.
TGZ, been a member for 23 months now, says that just noticed you guys are live. What did I miss? Everything.
Everything.
You missed the whole
TGZ,
damn
brother.
thing, TGZ.
We've been giving away stuff tonight, too.
Trey Smith is doubtful. Looking at Caliendo. We gave away our score predictions. We talked about some matchups. We gave away some keychains. We talked about some dirty, evil kids that stole my bike when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot of different things, so you can go back and watch it all. You can go back and watch it all. Better late than never, though.
Daggone it. I
Grace
knew I shouldn't have said that.
go!
Even a joke. if
Grace
somebody was
came
gonna do
through. Let's go.
it. Dang. I feel bad
Mike,
now.
you got to get that double cheeseburger.
I feel bad now, though.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
It was just a joke.
Gray Skull don't want you to feel bad. He wants you to enjoy that delicious cheese. That's what he wants
I'm
you
going to
to
get a
do.
nugget.
No, you're not allowed to. Hey, Holly.
Oh,
10
my
for the
God.
McDonald's
Quit.
fun. Let's go.
This is ridiculous. Please quit.
Mike, you're going to have to eat so much damn McDonald's tonight.
Dude, stop. It was a joke. Look, let's get off the McDonald's subject.
I love it. I love
and
it.
look, let's do this. Let's fill up the rest of this map, baby. Oh, wait, we got to give away the thing.
We got to
It's
give
already
away a
been 10 minutes.
keychain.
Let's give away the keychain. I think we're ready.
All right. Let me summon Nightbot.
Here we go. Nightbot, get it together, big dog.
What you got for us?
What we got?
Pope
Joe
Joe. Let's go.
Who's Pope Joe II? I'm so glad the
Pope Joe,
may
you
have
here?
got something here, baby.
You let us know if you're here because you just claim it. Claim
Pope
it.
Joe,
It's
if
yours.
you claim this, you get it, big dog.
Claim it. It's yours.
You got 3 minutes to give a claim.
Casey Lion Squad said February birthdays unite. Mine is February 8th.
This is
Let's
the
go,
6th.
baby. Mine's the 6th. Aquarius. We're the best. We're
Our
the best people
grandmother
on the
was
planet.
8th. Correct?
Our grandmother, yes.
Yes. God rest her soul. She was a
Man,
great
Grandma
one.
was awesome, dude.
Grandma used to hook me up with homemade apple pies, and you know what?
Grandma
to
made
this
us
day-
fat children, is what she
Yeah,
did.
she did. She made sure we were going to be offensive linemen. That's for sure. I said, Grandma, can you feed me a salad
Or
so I can be
D-lineman.
a quarterback? And she
Or
said,
D
no.
lineman, I got to play D line.
Yeah, we played some
I
D-line
didn't
too.
do that offense stuff.
Dude, let me
right.
tell you, I've been trying to figure out that recipe on those things.
Gary,
for
let's
years,
go, baby.
Gary, we got a lot of Februarys in the house. What is February? Is
The
February
best month of the
Aquarius?
year. Well, it's part of it.
Pisces?
The first
What
part.
is it?
The better part, sorry, Janae, but the better part are Aquarius, okay? I don't know what the other
So what's up with Aquarius? Like, what are you guys
I think it
known
is
for?
Pisces. It's Pisces, I think.
What are you known for? Just like being a jerk?
No, we're known for being the best, coolest people on the planet.
No way. That's
Yeah,
what
look
Taurus
it up.
is, isn't it?
No.
Taurus is known for being
No.
stubborn.
John Hales is February
I fit that one
5th,
pretty
baby.
well.
He's the same day as Arland, right?
We know a lot of birthdays.
Where's
Can we-
Liz the 5th? I
think
get
Liz.
Arlen and Liz mixed
Hey,
up because
we're
they're
filling
the-
up the birthday
they're
chart
around
next.
mine.
After we get the country map, we're going to or the
did we
state
get any
map.
confirmation from Pope Joe? We got
We
got
haven't
it.
just yet, did we?
We got it.
Pope Joe
Pope-
got it. He said, "I've been here for like 3 seasons. I wanted to pee in the sideline reporter's butt." I just read that. Pope.
I'm gonna
Dang
pass
it.
out.
That's not Pope Lee.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. Pope Joe is horned level
Who's the
max.
sideline reporter?
He's talking about freaking Haley when we had Haley on. Don't tell her.
word.
Don't tell her about it.
Bro, he said, "Did you miss me?" Well, not after that comment, Joe. Pope Joe, baby. Pope Joe in the house. Yeah, okay. We got you, Pope Joe. Look, everybody that won tonight, all chiefed up at gmail.com. And give me your shipping
I'll put it
address.
in the
I'll get
chat.
those out early next week.
Do it to it. I just put it in the chat. Mike, guess what? Kevin Mars says, McDonald's
Shut up.
McNugget Fund.
Dude,
5
that's
bomb. Let's
hilarious,
freaking
bro.
go. Mike, you got some McDonald's to eat.
Bro.
You better go get you that QPC. Hey, listen here. Listen to me.
Jeez.
Look at me. Look at me.
Okay.
Look at me. You see?
I see.
Do not use your freaking points and get a free quarter pounder and
I don't
not
have
use
points.
the fund.
The McDonald's app, my McDonald's app signed me out, and I can no longer get back in. Like, there's no way to get in. There's so many free hamburgers in there just
Hey.
going to waste.
Just to remind you, he got me as well.
Steve read it last time. What? I ain't gonna ask what you got him.
If
with.
you're
We'll
new
read
to
it
the
again.
channel, we don't always talk about pee and butts, but sometimes we do.
Jeez.
Terry with the 2 bombs says it's my birthday and mother-in-law died today. Well, happy birthday and sorry for your loss, man. That sucks. That makes it a really kind of just bad day, I guess.
Yeah. Terry, wait. Terry, you're not making a joke, are you? Because people will make some mother-in-law jokes. We're gonna think that you're gonna be a good guy here, and you're not making a joke about this.
No, Terry's being serious. Sorry for your loss. That sucks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Well, let's go, man. I think this game's going to be a fun
The
one.
McRibs is coming back. I heard that they
They
were
always
stopping
come back.
McRib.
They always come back. They're like McCole Hardman. They're
Yeah.
like herpes. They just keep coming back.
They'll be back this time of the
Even
year.
if you hate them, even if you don't want them, they'll be back. Yep. What? What are you reading now?
Pope Joe.
You love Pope Joe.
She just said, he just said, there was a sideline reporter at one of the night games, and you couldn't decide if she was attractive or not.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was? Pop said he wants My Shigeki is Broken Fund. Is that the Blue Chew Fund? Is that what that is?
Jeez.
Pops, did you try Blue Chew?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
a pack? Did you a pack
Terry,
of those bad
I'm
boys?
sorry. Look, I'm actually sorry to hear that about you, Terry.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks.
Especially on your birthday. That's no way. There's no way to have
Hey,
your
man.
birthday. Terry says I'm a girl, and it's true. Mike, did you call Terry a?
I may have.
How do you always get it wrong? I think the I gives it away.
Because there's another person that comments a lot, and their name is Terry with a Y, and it's a dude.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get that mixed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
Look, it's the year 2025. But you can
Get it
choose
right
to
or
be
pay the
who-
price.
You be any gender you want.
Yeah.
That's the way we
Yeah.
roll now, isn't it?
Yeah. All kidding aside, yeah, we'll be praying for you, Terry. That sucks. Sorry for that. Well, anyway, this is going to be a fun game Monday night. We might be doing a pregame live stream. So just throw that out there. It might just be Mike. I might actually be at work. I don't know. Either way, we'll leave that chat open for you during the game. And then also we'll be doing the post-game live stream, of course. So come catch that. It's always a fun time. Hopefully it'll be a nice little party after a blowout win. A 41-6 Chiefs victory is what I'm predicting, baby. Pat Mahomes going to go off, ladies and gentlemen.
41-6. That seems crazy, man.
It does, but we're going with it. If we're going to
just
do a
crazy enough
blowout,
to hit it.
this is my chance. It's either this or the next Raiders game. So, I mean, this is my chance.
No, I think we beat the Bills by at least 60.
Let's freaking go. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, hit it on your way out. It helps your boys out. Also, share this video out or this live stream out with a friend. that would be awesome. Let's get all Chiefed Up built up. We just got over 50,000 subscribers, and we want to try to get to a hundo. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Also, you can join at join.allchiefedup.com or hit that join button at the top. We'll have our members only live stream within the next week. We're going to be giving away a signed Charles Omenihu jersey and a signed Tom Bahali picture, courtesy of Brian Parrott. So it's going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Get that membership and be there. It's going to be awesome. And we'll see you next time. Go Chiefs.
I'm rich.